Push, tell us a bit about the SCC 2020 2017. How did the tournament come about?
Right. Well, we are Singapore Cricket Club, so cricket has been part of the legacy of the club. Back in 2009 was when the tournament started the first time, and how it came about was because we never had our own signature tournament. So the whole dialogue was around, we are a club, cricket club, but we don't have a signature tournament. So whereas some of the other sections had their own tournament. So the whole discussion was around that, and we made it happen in 2009. And we've had four tournaments so far, from 2009, 2011, 2012 and 2014. This year obviously is happening, which will be the fifth tournament. Incidentally, it's also 165th year of the club's anniversary, so which makes it a lot more special for us, and we are excited to put this together.
Very interesting. Tell us a bit more about this edition, about the teams, fixtures, when is it going to be played?
Right. So we have two grounds. One is the SCC Padang ground, which is where we are. The other is the Singapore Indian Association ground, which is not very far from here. We have 8 teams from 6 countries represented in the tournament. We normally have 2 pools. There are about 15 games over the span of 3 days. Tournament dates are 11th to the 13th of August. In prelude to that, we have a coaching clinic, which we've hosted on the 10th. We also have a press conference and team briefing, which also happens on the 10th. So there's a lot of excitement. You know, we have 15 member squad per team, 8 teams obviously, and coming from as far out as South Africa and Australia. So we are very excited. Amongst the 8 teams, we have the defending champions, the Madras Cricket Club. We have 2 times champions, Sinhalese Sports Club. We have Melbourne Cricket Club, Sydney's Cricket Ground. We have Kowloon Cricket Club. Alongside, they have members of the Hong Kong national side, which will be playing. And we have Rowland National Cricket Academy. And we have 2 teams from Singapore, which is interesting. One is the Singapore Emerging Stars 11 team, which will have a mix of players from Nepal, Bangladesh, etc. And we have the host, Singapore Cricket Club.
Which team are you backing, the Singapore team or the India team?
Well, I mean, well,
tough
the heart,
question.
it's a tough question. Well, I think the heart, obviously, I'm backing Singapore Cricket Club for sure. But let's see, there's going to be it's going to be a tough competition compared to the previous years.
Give us an insight into the kind of players who will be attending. Do you have your Singapore Cricket Club's team ready already?
Yeah, well, the team is in the sort of going through the process of selection. But what we've done this year, which we haven't done in the previous tournaments, is we actually signed 2 marquee players. One of which is a world-renowned world record holder, Muthiah Muralitharan, who will be playing for us, and he was recently inducted
That's
in the
a good
ICC.
move.
Yeah, and he was recently inducted in the ICC Hall of Fame, so it sort of builds the prestige of the tournament per se. And we've just signed Ed Cowan, who's the Australian left-handed batsman, to also come and play for us. So we are very excited that these 2 behemoths have joined the SCC team. And yeah, and we are actually, a lot of our SCC members are not in Singapore at the moment, so we are actually getting them from other places, so that we put a strong show.
That's great. So you've given me one of the reasons why Singapore, Singaporeans and cricket lovers in Singapore should watch it. What are the other reasons why should fans come and watch the SCC 2020?
Right. Well, it's cricket, and there's a large Indian subcontinent population in Singapore, including expats that play cricket or follow cricket, or even are members of the club. The tournament happens at the time where it's also the national holiday, which is the 9th of August in Singapore. So it's going to be a very sort of a holiday kind of an atmosphere. Then we are doing a lot of things that we haven't done in the past. So for instance, we've tied up with local vendors and F&B operators. We've got Myras to come and give F&B for the general public, which was never the case before. So that connects in very well with spectators that are coming to watch the game, have access to F&B and food of good quality. We tied up with radio. Radio Masti is our official radio partner, so there'll be a lot of live interviews and things happening on the ground. So you can actually be on radio if you haven't had a chance so far. We've got 11 Sports, who are our official broadcasting partner for the T20. So a lot of highlights will be going on their show. And then in addition, we've actually have a lot of stuff for the kids, face painting, balloon sculpting, all of that. So the kids love that. And we have cheerleaders, professional cheerleaders, which sort of gives a good IPL kind of flavor to the whole tournament, and they'll be performing here, there'll be music, so it just sort of ties in very well. And in addition to that, you know, the Singapore National Gallery are doing an event over the weekend, and they're doing a sound and light show, so you'll see the National Gallery all colorfully lit up in the evening. So that sort of adds to the festive atmosphere of cricket. And coupled with the fact that we've had players like Balaji, Badri, Agarkar, Rajat Bhatia, Ryan Campbell, etc., play in the previous tournaments, which we hope they'll come back this year as well. So it's going to be eclectic, really.
Fantastic. How many matches will there be every day?
So we have two grounds, SCC Padang and the Indian Association. There are 3 games per day on both the grounds, so 15 games in all, and the semi-final and the final will be on Sunday morning till Sunday, whatever time we finish. So mostly we've done about 6 on a Sunday, so that's how the structure is. So 2 pools, 8 teams, 6 games across 2 grounds on Friday and Saturday, and then 3 games on a Sunday, which is 2 semi-final and 1 final.
Thank you, Push. Sounds like it's going to be a very exciting tournament. Fans are going to have a great time. Remember everyone, the dates are August 11th, 12th and the 13th of August. In the meanwhile, keep visiting the SCC 2020 2017 page on www.connectedtoindia.com for fresh updates and lots of news on the tournament.